They will, and Roughhead might just get one more goal. Just to put the cherry on top for the Hawks. 156 points, and the Hawthorn fans rise. Been a massive percentage boosting afternoon for them. And the premiership favourites as they are. There is talent everywhere you look in this lineup. Jared Roughhead, a massive second half, but he went off. Roughhead stepped up with 6 goals to make it a day out for the Hawks fans.
Send him forward. He's a chance to win the NAB Rising Star. Get him a goal to finish it all off. Sometimes fairy tales don't happen. But it's a monstrous victory for the Adelaide Crows.
Cloak from 45. He's got 6. And he's got the goal right on the siren. An impressive performance by the Magpies in the last quarter. Went into that final quarter 69 points in front. And their final margin 120, kicking 9 straight at the end.
Yeah, look, it's a shame for the Giants, isn't it?
Ross will get a kick late. Or will he get the stat? Well done. So the third biggest win of all time for the Saints. It was a whopping 128 points.
Here's Hooley.
So Hooley been good, hasn't he? Yeah, no, it's going to be intriguing, and you're right, Dennis. They had this fantastic wave of support. Hampton, well done, over the top. Can they get a late one? They haven't kicked a goal to the left all day. Green running hard, but good tackle from Headed. Another Deledio to get him down. And what about that one? A big boundary throw in. So in the last seconds of what's been a one-sided game, Kevin Sheedy's last game as coach here, take on Gold Coast for the last game in what's been a sensational coaching career. But today it was the Tigers who, of course, Kevin was a premiership champion with those years ago.
Main as well with the pressure.
Who said they couldn't kick? Massive scores, the Fremantle Dockers.
The game, there's 4 seconds to go, and you've had 3 tackles in that last passage of play.
And the siren sounds, rings out around the SCG on a beautiful winter's day. And a massive percentage booster for the Sydney Swans. 24 goals.
Devon Smith couldn't pounce. Here's Lynch. Well, he's got to take that ball home, Tom Lynch. That's his.
Yeah, 10 goals, good effort.
It was a once-in-a-lifetime moment for Tom Lynch. A 10-goal afternoon. No need to tell you, that's his biggest ever haul in his
seconds remaining. Could do something miraculous out of the middle. Lewis, perhaps fittingly, with the last clean disposal of the game. In game number 200, Jordan Lewis gets a team performance to remember. The 5th biggest win in the club's history.
The siren sounds. Final margin 96 points. So they avoided a 100-point defeat, the Saints. But the Cats turning it on and just reminding everybody in the competition that they're still up and about. And the siren sounds. Carlton with a massive score, 24-7, defeating St Kilda 10-6. And a rare opportunity for Carlton fans and players to enjoy a huge victory.
With Young, ball in hand, what a great match he's had. Down the line to Thomas, so huge win for the Pies, into the top 4 tonight. Winning 140-54. Another battle royal for leading goal kicker with Ruffy just behind them. So the margin right now, 137. Carlton have never lost by anything close to this now. Bruce doesn't increase it by much. So 138. 23 goals in the end, the difference between the 2 teams.
Goes the pass, and it'll be Jed Adcock on tired legs who'll have the last shot, but no matter what happens, he'll have a big smile on his face. The only matter now is by how much. Is there one late goal to put a cherry on top? Oh, we're going to have a review, are we?
Here we go.
Just a stretch.
Has to be a goal.
And so it is. So the Brisbane Lions finish, sadly. There's that bottle on the ground, but the Brisbane Lions...
And on him, he's going to have the last kick of the contest. It's their biggest ever score in the competition for GWS. It will be their biggest ever win. This for an 83-point margin. And he misses. Home game for the Blues. 16,500 of their fans came to watch it, and they leave a little disappointed. Doherty, seconds tick down. 42-point margin for Fremantle. And you can't be any higher on the ladder than top. And Fremantle still top of the pops.
Placed at 9-3 with a percentage that's had a boost tonight. It's been like a straight sets win for them tonight, hasn't it? Forward, oh, popping nearly one last one, Hill. And for some, it's a lovely victory, and for others, it's been a long night at the office.
Didn't move. The crowd went away from him.
Inside 50 like that, and no one's near him.
The whole crowd went away from him, and he stood there sucking in some big ones.
Are you on Bud here or not?
I'm on the Budweiser.
Now, the umpire's going over and saying siren's gone, so don't run off the mark. We know he has a bit of natural art.
That'll put him in the stand, though.
6 goals for Buddy Franklin. This for number 7. All eyes around the SCG to finish off the day for the Swans.
It's close.
Chance!
Wrong side.
Disposal number 12, just a behind next to his name so far, but Timmy could finish it here with a goal. So West Coast will celebrate a big night for the club. 10 years on from their 2006 Premiership victory. Fantasia does nicely, kicks a goal.
Have an arm when it's a touch play on ball. Atkins gives it back. Crouch the push off. Floats one back, top of the square, siren sounds before anybody can get near a chance to mark it.
84 points is the margin on the siren. Trying to get consecutive goals here, Brisbane, just to reduce that a fraction. Brisbane's 11th. And that's never likely to be a major, but they'll have to settle for a behind.
One of his only mistakes for the evening. The Adelaide Crows respond to their critics. They bounce back onto the winners list with a big 80-point victory.
On the siren to give the Cats the biggest score of the season and a big win against the Brisbane Lions at the Gabba.
Sure, he's got the biro out. He's changed his votes. Patrick Dangerfield 3, I would have thought now.
Well, it'll be very interesting on Brownlow night where the Gil McLaughlin reads out. 3 votes, P. Dangerfield, as he puts through his 3rd goal. Seconds of this game from the MCG. They've toiled hard, Brisbane, but in the end, Collingwood are able to break their back and for the first time in the season get consecutive victories.
Number 5 and join Jake Melcham to make it 10 between them.
Sam Rowe just slipped over. In the end, he was setting himself for the climb over the top. Didn't have to, took a chest mark when he saw his opponent slip over.
His biggest ever result against Carlton. 48 metres is the distance it goes across the face of goal and through for one behind.
Thought we were going to get an Eddie special to finish off the year, which is just about over for Carlton and Adelaide. The siren sounds, and there'll be no finals for the Adelaide Crows, all for Carlton.
For the percentage numbers after the siren. It's not quite Zach Toohey, but still, we'll settle back in and see what Ed's got.
It's a fair way from Zach Toohey, to be honest.
Might have the same impact on the Cats, though.
Absolutely. In he struts. Struck it okay, bends it back.
Oh,
Just snicked the inside of the post. But the siren sounds. Home. Sweet home for the Cats, and welcome home for the Little Master.
50s to 7, and they've dominated clearance in this final term, 14-9.
The Giants send a statement of the competition in a excellent display on their home ground. 83-point winners over the Gold Coast Suns.
Soldo, can he work it into a bit of space? Time ticking away, siren about to sound. And Richmond get a percentage booster.
And once Rory Thompson went down just prior to the season starting, he became even more critical.
Incredible.
The siren sounds and Q Clash 17 belongs to the Brisbane Lions.
Definey, seconds tick down. One last little roll of the dice here, maybe for Melbourne. Wiedemann lays the tackle on Brown. Umpire calls for a ball up, but the siren will sound on a huge victory for Melbourne. Desperately needed 4 points, a little bit of percentage. Keep the Wolves from the door for a week and get their season back on track.